What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk about melee weapons, let's talk about platinum melee weapons and the most painless way to get that done. There is no pain-free way, just a slightly less painful way. Both of them require you to get 2 kills within 10 seconds of each other 10 times with the Riot Shield and the combat knife. This will only unlock once you unlock gold for each of them, so you can get platinum on one without getting it on the other. It's not mutually exclusive. However, it is painful. The Riot Shield especially, 10 seconds is not a very long time. The general idea of it is you need to be aggressive whilst positioning yourself extremely well. The best way I found to do this is to get as close to an enemy objective as possible, so a flag or the hard point, or even better if the enemy is super aggressive to you and pushing you, and to just sit and wait for one to run past, get your first kill with the Riot Shield, and then just sprint at the next lot of enemies, sprint in the direction you think they're coming, keep UAVs in the air. I made the mistake of running with a Riot Shield and a knife. I probably should have gone with overkill, used a gun to get a UAV in the air, and then used that to inform my decisions a little bit better. I definitely made it harder for myself. Similarly, if you're watching this by the time Hardcore has released, please, please, please do the Riot Shield in Hardcore. It'll be a one-shot hit, not a two-shot hit like it is in Core. Your life will be so much easier. Similarly, Dead Silence is like the greatest thing in the world. You run around with big clomping footsteps. People are going to hear you if you're trying to chase them down, and you die so quickly in Core, and I imagine in Hardcore when it comes out as well, that you just need that element of surprise that Dead Silence can give you. Aside from that, I had to stop myself getting quite frustrated. I broke it down into one game at a time and told myself I'd try to tick off one of the kind of strikes towards it each single game. Otherwise I was going to go insane, quite literally. It feels incredibly frustrating because you have to get 2 hits on someone, that by the time you've got 1 hit on that second person, someone always comes along and kills you. It is all about the positioning, about picking your moments, and a little bit of patience, which I lack. The combat knife, however, exactly the same challenge. Much easier because of course it is a one-shot kill. You do lack the defense from the Riot Shield, obviously. But it is just incredibly easy to do with the combat knife because it is just so much more lethal, so much more offensive rather than the defensive stance of the Riot Shield. For that, I just kind of sprinted at people like a maniac, swung my knife, hoped I made contacts, and then just kept on running. There wasn't much finesse to it, but it worked. I think I got all 10 of the times done within maybe 4 games, and that wasn't with me being particularly ruthless. I was using the Riot Shield at the same time as that. The Riot Shield, however, took me like 10 games of getting like 1 every single game and then just having to take a breather because it could be so frustrating, and every time you thought you were going to be really close, it wouldn't work out. The combat knife, however, is far easier. If you are watching this way in the future when they've inevitably released like 15 different melee weapons and you want to work towards, you know, polyatomic or Orion, do one of the other melee weapons. Just leave the Riot Shield if you're not too bothered about it. It won't be worth it. I guarantee it. Just do 2 melee weapons. They're probably going to release a sledgehammer, let's be honest. And then just don't bother with the Riot Shield. Save yourself an awful lot of hassle. But that is platinum melee weapons done for me. I won't have to revisit them, I don't think, until we hit polyatomic, at which case we will revisit them and I'll probably start crying all over again. But that is a problem for future me. As always, if you need any help, any tips, drop a comment. I will do my absolute best to help. And as always, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.